Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Let's Play Super Mario Brothers 2 Mario Madness. I'm your hosty. Oh my gosh, so cold, man. I'm SoundSenior09, and today we're going to start World 4, and as you might be able to guess based on my stupid introduction there, it's going to be a little chillier. We're going to start off with Luigi because, hey, gotta start off nice and warm. Although technically Mario's the one with fire, Luigi's with thunder. Yeah, we're gonna have our obligatory ice world, and we got new enemies, flurries, with trouters, lovely. And yes, as you can see, oh gosh, if you walk on the ice even just a little bit, he slides. Every character you have actually will slide a little bit. Luigi's especially slidey. Okay, this is gonna be the fun part. That grass that's just underneath there, I'm gonna wait for this floor to fall off. Okay, cool. Dude, you're not supposed to spawn again. Get out of here. Go away. No! Dude! Okay, fine. I'll just wait for you to go back, and then we'll get that. You want that grass that's just underneath here, and then right about... Oh, let's see. How far over do we want to do this? Right about here, probably. You want to be able to... Oh, boy. That's a little iffy. I don't think that's going to work, is it? Oh, yes, it is. Okay. You want to keep this as close to the... right side, or where you find the potion that you picked up, as you can, because the mushroom's like way over here. Anyway. Yes, the ice. Whether you love it, whether you hate it, you gotta do it. So, yeah, we gotta do it. I can't quite, I mean, I don't know what it is, but these vegetables, I mean, I can tell they're onions, but I always look at the leaves patterns, and it looks like a clover. Like, I just picked up a clover, and then that's just the weird-looking, bulbous-looking stem on the end of it. I don't know how I feel about it. Well, okay. I don't have time to think and feel about it, because that's gonna happen. What in the world did I... Oh my gosh. That's almost as horrifying as the green pumpkin thing, or melon that I picked up, except this one's smiling instead of screaming in agony. Jeez. Alright, I don't think this is going to be anything... Actually, yeah, this is where we're going to find the mushroom, isn't it? Yeah, okay, cool. There's our second mushroom. That makes things nice and easy. Take up that one coin there, and then, you might be saying to yourself, okay, what the heck? This is the end? Do I fall down into the water? No, don't do that. You will drown. Which is very sad, because we still do not know how to swim yet, except in Super Mario Brothers when it's an obligatory swim level. Yes, right there, they decided, hey, let's just throw a rocket in there, because why not? Why not? Whoa, Buffett! Oh man, listen to that boss music. Oh my gosh, what the hell is this thing? It's a rolling film cart is what it looks like, but it's actually called Auto Bomb. Not to be confused for Autobots, mind you. But, yeah, you can't actually pick up the Auto Bomb, but what those things do is when the Shy Guy is on them... Okay, really, you need to chill out, dude. Stop coming after me. They will spew out fire, and they'll actually chase after you. Which really sounds more violent and worse than it actually is. They're just inconvenient and a pain to deal with. There's actually going to be a section we're going to have to use the auto bomb for something. But yeah, there's actually not a Birdo fight in this section. This is a weird level. Where you just have to pick up the little crystal ball and move onward. Ow. And into the hawk mouth. Oh, we got our one coin. Our one magical coin. Let's make it work, man. Maybe we'll hit the jackpot. Maybe we'll hit the jackpot. Maybe we'll hit the... Oh, we'll get one life. You know, that's fine. Yeah, unfortunately, if you get two cherries, but they're not side by side like that, you know, from the left side over, it doesn't count as 2 up. It only counts as 1 up. It's kind of dumb, but, you know, I don't make the rules of the slots. Actually, I don't play them, really. I just play them in this game, really. Yeah, I'm not much of a gambler, unfortunately. The only time I'm gambling is when I'm prepared to lose. Alright, so this level is actually a pain in the bootay. You want to be very careful, because you're going to have a lot of Beatos coming after you. There's going to be a few segments you're going to want to probably just duck. You just got to kind of watch the right side of the screen, and then jump as you need to. Alright, and then there's a break with the flurries, and then you get more of those Beato guys. You just gotta take this area a little slower than usual. Be careful, because as you can see, the flurries are going to follow after you. Like crazed fans ready to just take a piece of your butt, because they can't wait to touch it. They're like, oh, sexy booty, I want to touch it, oh my gosh! Ah! Okay, yeah. I can't even defend this. This is the weird part of the level, but this is the part I always remember as a kid when I first grew up playing this game, or watched people play it before I got to a point where I could play the game. These are whales. Now, as platforms, they're completely harmless, but let me get the mushroom. Make sure you go to this side over here where this little lone whale is that doesn't spew out water. And then, there's a freaky vegetable again. They actually get freakier later on. These little water spouts, if you walk up to them when they're spewing out like that, ouch, they actually give you damage. But if you happen to be like on top of them where their water spouts fixing to come out, you can use them as platforms and they won't hurt you. It's just underneath for some reason that they cause damage. Who knew water could be so dangerous? Let's get dangerous. I feel like there's not a mushroom here. In fact, I'm fairly certain there isn't. But you can use this to grind for some coins, which I'm going to do. There's actually another section where you can use the potion to activate a warp. I couldn't think of the best way to word that. Oh, come on, game! Really? Really? Well, I mean, we did get to at least level 2 before that crap happened, so I guess I can't complain, unless I'm missing a death. Future Self will be more than happy to correct me, because he's just in an ornery mood today. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Future Self. I know what you're doing. You're causing me mischief. You're making me sound like a doofus. Shut up! I know I do all that well myself. Anyway, enough of me having a conversation with myself. Any more than Ugh! Yeah, I know. I deserve that, Future Self. Shut up. Nobody needs you to point it out. That's what I get for being a moron. Alright, get up there and stop playing like a doofus. I'm just trying to bring the potion over to show where you can use it to... I'm not going to warp, but I am going to show you where you can warp, potentially. It is a bit of a pain to get to, because you got ice physics on some of these platforms, which is what makes this most inconvenient. And you got this whale over here spewing out this little water spout, which, as I said before, on top of it, not a problem. Underneath it, though, yeah, that's where it gets a little ugly. Alright, cool. Oh, hey, star! How about that? I would say I would take that, but that's kind of out of my way, and I really don't feel like dealing with the consequences of running into... Oh, well, there you go. Just dealt with it right there. Oh, whatever. I can get up here, deal with a slipper and sliding all over the place. Right there, underneath. It's kind of a pain, too, especially with this whale of a pain. And, of course, the flurry flailing back and forth like a moron. If you use this here, go into subspace, you can actually go down that pipe. And, I mean, you know, warp and all that good stuff. Also, don't stand there, moron. Oh, okay, I guess he's gonna stop spewing. Dude! What is it with me in level 2, man? First it was level 1, now that we're in later worlds, it's level 2 that's kicking my butt. Jeez. I honestly have lost count how many lives I've burned through, but... Man, it sure as heck is a good thing that I've been really lucky on some of the slots, man. Good grief. Really sucking the big one right now. Oh, come on. Go away! You're not welcome here. Get off my whale. My whale. Mine. All mine. All my whale are belong to me. Get off the whale. My whale. Only I can speak whale. I've learned the Whalenese from Dory. Whale! Thank you! Okay, yeah, seriously, don't do that. That's just annoying. Alright, let's get through this level and stop playing around. Any more than we've already done. Up to the rocket. Okay, now, in this section here, actually might die here, but that's okay. I'm kind of prone to it, and I've gotten to a point where it just doesn't faze me anymore. Stupid thing. What I want is, I want the Autobot to actually come after me. Yeah, right there. Yeah, leave that there. Throw him in there, grab this, step on the Autobot, duck, because you will actually get pushed off into the spikes. And then what you're going to do is try to dodge the pork poo. Well, I didn't mean to chuck it across the room there, but I guess I did. And then right here is where the mushroom is. This is probably... I'd say number 3 on the top... if we were to say top 3 most hardest mushrooms to get, I'd say that's number 3. There are a couple more that I can name that are pretty nasty in terms of how difficult, in my opinion, I feel like they are to get. If you're going mushroom hunting, of course. Boy, it's a bad day to be Toad, I suppose. There you go, get rid of you, and then onward to the, I guess, the boss level. Wow. Okay. Bar a few deaths, that was really quite smooth. Yeah, suave, like Terry Suave. Hup 1, hup 2. Did someone yell timber? Get ourselves a 1-up. Yay. So I hope you all have been having a decent 2018. I know for those who are content creators or producers for YouTube, or recently started making channels, or started making content for YouTube on your channel, and you were hoping, maybe I can work as a goal to try and get it to where I can monetize or gain abilities that other people have by joining the partner program. I realize that this probably put a bit damper in your spirits. And of course for everybody else who's like, what? I don't know, I just watched the stuff. Yeah, it's okay. Don't worry. I mean, you do, I guess you should probably, I mean, you could worry, but, you know, worrying is more or less a thing you can do, but it doesn't produce any results. Which is why I decided, you know what, I'm just going to make me some content. I don't care. Take away my monetization. See if I care. I am still going to kick butt, take names, and enjoy myself, because 2018 is just going to be a fun year. 2017 wasn't all bad for me, although for some people I understand it was really the worst year for them, and I feel for them, honestly. Because I think everybody, if we were to get right down to it, everybody has that one year they try to block from their memory, or there really are not too many fond memories that allow them to partake in reminiscing about that year. You know, we all have that one year, or maybe a few years, maybe not necessarily back to back, but there's always going to be that time period where you're like, it's a part of my life that happened and it exists, but, you know, I'm not going to focus on that. It happened, I lived through it, and there you go. I guess it made me stronger. And I guess while we're talking about it, you know, my year, honestly, that was not the greatest. If I had to name it offhand, I think it was, oh geez, was it 2012 or 2013? I think it was 2013, yeah. Anyway, future self would be glad to correct me if I'm wrong, but it was, kind of a touching story, I suppose. So I don't know why I'm talking about it, but, you know, I started on it, might as well. You know, if we're sharing stories, might as well get out there. I think it was 2013, and the reason it's kind of a year that's not the greatest for me is because 3 days after Christmas, December 28th of 2013, I believe, or maybe it was 2012, my grandmother actually passed away, and I had to bear witness to that. You know, firsthand. You know, I was there with a handful of people, and we were just holding her hand, you know, holding hands together. We were freaking breaking down waterworks. It was insane. And I'm sorry if I'm getting you to tear up a little bit. You're like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, dude. No worries. You know, I had me a good cry after it. I know, it's like, oh, you had to cry. Oh, how manly. I know, but hey, if you have something that truly is painful to you, don't feel any shame to let it out in the waterworks, because hey, if you bottle it up, you're just going to feel a whole lot worse afterward. But yeah, that year was kind of a year that not all of it was bad, admittedly, so I can't be that unfair to it, but it is a year I try not to think too much on. I think it was also the year that it was just a lot was going wrong with me. You know, I was getting really stressed out about my university life, and by university life I mean me going to a university that I was just miserable at, and taking classes with teachers I was not really happy to be with, although I did meet some that were great, but I guess the highlight of that year that really makes it hard for me to enjoy it was honestly, it was just the death of my grandmother. And then, of course, wouldn't you know it, the following year, my grandfather, you know, my grandmother's husband, who was also my mother's and my aunt's stepfather, essentially, he ended up passing away sometime, I think, in February or March, so it was still like a domino effect. I mean, his health was not the greatest either, neither was my grandmother's, which is why, you know, they passed away when they did. But it hurts. It really does, you know, because it's like when people tell you that whole sentimental business where they're like, you never know that you're going to miss out on somebody, or you never knew how much you're going to miss them until they're gone completely, you know. Well, take it from me, from somebody who's actually witnessed somebody die the first hand, you know. It's true. It really is. I mean, you have their memories. I mean, that's what I do. I hold on to the memories, and boy howdy, I hold on to them tightly. Which is why I love to reminisce. Not so much because I want to give myself a reason to go, I miss them, you know. You know, that's going to happen sometimes. Here I am sniffling. Jeez, there you go. There's evidence right there. But, yeah. That, I think this started off because I was saying everybody has a year that they tend not to try to remember too much of, or they would label as their worst year. That was my year. It was the year my grandmother passed away, and then the following year after that, you know, my grandfather passed away shortly after. Aha, you thought you'd get me, little fart knocker. That's right. The princess knows all, and the princess says, honey, you know this. All this curvaceousness ain't for you, honey. Oh, man. So I guess on a more brighter note, you know, I could talk about something a little more cheerful. I mean, it wasn't bad that I talked about something sentimental, because I know somebody out there was also like, aww, and they put like a little heart in the comment or something, I don't know. But I did actually recently finish playing Super Mario Odyssey, and by finish playing, I mean, no, I didn't complete the extras levels yet. No. I played like 2 of them, and then I was like, no, I gotta be ready for this. I am not ready for this crap. My patience level is just not where it needed to be. And that was like 3 weeks ago, actually. Anyway, while I'm sitting here rambling, I just blazed through the level, and this is our new boss enemy, Fry Guy. Essentially, all you have to do is you have to throw these little cupcake things on top of them. It's not really too bad. It's this part here that gets a lot of people, admittedly me sometimes too, because then he breaks up into these little pieces, which is a pain to get rid of. Because the more pieces you destroy, the faster and higher these guys jump. But I reckon the trick is you just try to get them clumped together, and then you destroy them all at once, and then you don't have to deal with that problem. Oh wow, really? Dang. No bonus for us, I suppose. Well, anyway, that felt like it was a shorter video, but then again, maybe it wasn't. In the meantime, oh, stretch! Stop stretching! You're gonna make your voice crack! Ah! Thank you all for watching. Love you bunches. Please don't let tails flap, and sorry for the waterworks, if you had any. I will see you guys and gals next time on a much brighter note, hopefully. And we're going to take on World 5, which is arguably quite a bit of a challenge, actually. I think I remember it very well if I'm thinking of the levels that are in it, and ooh, it is going to be nasty, into the STY nasty. But in the meantime, I'll see y'all then. Take care.